All right.
Whoever's at the door just go straight out the hallway and it'll lead you right back to the kitchen lounge area. Interesting. That's a notebook. We leave it here for whoever's coming in here to write down creative stuff. Go for it.
Okay, guys, so in no particular order, what we're going to do is we're going to get everybody in. Anybody lagging behind? Okay. Okay, so this is impromptu, but this is what I'd like to do is to get everybody familiar with the set here. But what we want to do is we're going to have Ivan, who's our cameraman. We're going to see if we can get everybody mic'd up, lavaliered up, so that you guys can, again, project who and what you want to do once you get either out of university or community college or in your own professional development. We want to figure out how we can get this on camera. So does anybody have a problem with telling us who you are and why we should match up this particular space with your hopes and dreams? Does anybody have a problem with doing it?
Let's do it.
Okay, so, somebody has a problem? So the goal is I'm going to do this in a way where I'm going to set up some of our professionals because they're used to being on camera and see if we can have them set the standard for how we want to be able to get a lightning round of conversation between someone who'll be the host, and we're going to rotate. Someone's going to be the person who's being interviewed, and the other person's going to be the host. So it gives everybody a chance to figure out how that feels. And there's no mistakes because this is how we learn. And we're going to play this back so everybody can see what it feels like, what it looks like, and see if we can do this over and over again so you guys get used to being either behind the camera or in front of the camera or somewhere in between. Does anybody feel good about that or bad about it?
Great. I'll go first.
Okay. You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll be in.
Okay. So does anybody want to interview Chris?
I'm down. Who knows me?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So let's try that. So essentially, so we have those mics are working, or do we want to live up? At some point, I think we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to do lives because I want everybody to really get used to being able to understand what this means. Does anybody know what a live is, or it doesn't know? Anybody doesn't know what a live is?
You know what lab is? I don't know what a lab is. Labs have these microphones.
So it's a wireless microphone.
Yeah, but just slap on one of these. Yeah, this is a microphone. If you're gonna be talking, then you just put this, like everything, when you're talking next, you just plug in there, turn it on. It will give it wireless at the same in real time. Your voice will be just in the camera, whatever.
Is this part where the mic actually is?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't want to keep it up.
Yeah, you're gonna put it here. The labs, it goes, from probably 6 inches to 13 inches maximum. If it's too far away, that's also with the boom. That's when you start to have the echo, the sound. So that's when you use the labs. But if you put it too close, then it's gonna pick it. That's when you control it from the camera and the settings. It's gotta be from 6 to 12. You have to say there, on the labs with the volume. And then everything else you can check and fix it on post. Because sometimes, especially with the red cameras, they are not the best with the audio to plug the labs, the clean, basically, audio directly to the camera. Because the cinema camera are just for images, no for audio. DSLR the same thing, but the amps they're a little bit kind of better. But what you have to do with the DSLR camera, you just have to put the amps down to 1. So basically you cannot hear anything. Now the only source of audio that we have on the cinema on the DSLR camera is gonna be just from this. Of course, it's not too high in there. That's one on post. You're gonna put the volume up in post production.
Right. Okay. And guys, we're going to have another source of video and audio. We have Shane over here, and we're going to be streaming this. This is not going to any place other to connect to an audience, but we want to show you guys that everything that we're doing in here can be streamed, broadcast to a classroom, to an after-school program, or to your own channel. And this is going to be important because a lot of the stuff that we're doing right now is stuff we want to do share one to many. And there's a lot of people who can still learn how to look over our shoulder virtually. So we're going to have screens up to actually show you guys what it is that we can do to project everything we're doing inside here to an outside world. Anybody have any questions? No questions?
Let's get it.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna do this lightning round. So again, Chris is first up. Anybody want to volunteer to be second? Okay, ladies first, or ladies second. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna kind of create like a little green room. So why don't you guys who want to be able to be first up, kind of get behind this gentleman here, Giovanni, in the brown, so we can actually have an order. And everybody is going to do this, but I just want to get a little bit of an order so we can catalog this.
And
So everybody's going to do it. So you guys are hanging back. You're still going to be on, okay?
And did you still want me to interview Mr.
Yeah,
Alex?
yeah.
Sounds good.
it's incorporated. Okay. Yeah, you can, if you put this,
So Shane, I can take these mics away for right now.
Test.
Actually, maybe you should leave them up here so that we can actually pick up the audio on the stream, right? These,
And we can hand this around.
oh, okay.
Hand this around.
Okay. Actually, maybe I can use that to kind of do some commentary.
You should, and I have a second one right here as well.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna actually broadcast this too, so you can keep doing what you're doing. I'll just work it in if you want to.
Yeah, I want to see the making of. Yeah.
Because I'm gonna have to level the audio, do a lot of things in real time. Work simultaneously.
Okay. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Can you pull it up a little bit more? Testing 1 2. Okay.
I'm gonna be interviewed as well.
okay, no,
I'm a professional. Like I think more of the mentor type side of it.
okay, got it. That's it, okay.
Okay. So we got.
About to explain something else for the camera, but it's not on your field.
Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to do these interviews and then we're going to get to the camera operation, lighting, and obviously, again, he spoke a little bit about the lavalier mics, the difference between the lavs, these handheld mics. So what we're going to do is we're going to get everybody kind of loosened up to try to get them in these chairs.
Right.
Okay. Right. Chris? CJ? Are you lived up?
I think this should be yours.
Oh, okay.
Because I will send you.
Okay, testing 1 2 1 2. Does anybody have any questions thus far about what we're doing? Because this could be a little confusing. Anybody have any questions? How's anybody feel kind of crazy about this? Is it okay? I mean,
Excited.
all right, let's go, let's go. Oh. Okay, all right, so we have first up, and again, I want you guys to introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then, CJ, we're going to have you introduce Chris and start asking him a little bit about who, what, why, where, and how he plans to impact this program, the Heartbeat Apprenticeship Program. Okay, let's go.
Hello, my name is CJ Campbell, and I'm here with,
Hey, how you doing? My name is Christian Alex. Nice to meet you.
and we're here with the Dakar Foundation. We're going to figure out what, how, and why. So, Mr. Alex, what
It's Chris.
do you,
Chris is
what
fine,
do you
man.
do?
I'm a jack of all trades, man. So I'm a filmmaker. I'm an actor. I started out as a stuntman, and I started doing voiceover and branched out to telling stories, made a film, and wrote a couple of things. But yeah, I would liken myself to, an all-arounder. That's what I do.
That sounds good. And so, as an all-arounder, how do you think you can best apply your services to the Dakar Foundation?
Well, here's the thing, man. I really pride myself in taking a holistic approach. Oh, sorry. Hey. So I pride myself in taking a holistic approach of learning everything in front of and behind the camera. So it just depends on what the vision of the car is and where I can donate some time and be of service to them. I'll be more than happy to step in where they feel it would be most important. But if you want to talk about acting, I've been to some things. If you want to talk about like voiceover or stunts, I can speak to that. Or the filmmaking process in the business. I'm one of the few people that did the Robert Townsend, where I used my own money to make my own film, and we studied distribution, went all around the world, and kind of built it from the ground up. So probably that way.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
That's outstanding. And the last is the why. Why do you do what you do?
Nice.
The why I want to do what I want to do is I feel not only do I want to tell stories, my why is I want to tell stories on a big platform and have an amazing time with my friends and build community and leave the world better than I left it. That's my why. So yeah, and I think especially right now, being in the climate that we are in, I guess I'm a little bit older than these people, but we are the next generation of storytellers, meaning the things that have been in place for a very long time are rapidly changing. So there needs to be a litmus test of how to survive this landscape. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of Renaissance people and people who do a lot of things well that are going to not only test the market, but prove the market and then sustain it.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, let's
everybody.
yes, let's wrap. That was, everybody give a round of applause. That was a great start here.
I will say, please check out my film. It is on Tubi. It's on all the platforms, but Tubi pays the most, so please check it out. It's called Get the Girl. Get the Girl on Tubi. Get the Girl on Tubi. And Blanket, KillBlanket.com. That's my graphic novel that we're working on with Garrett Ward from Avatar. It's an amazing thing. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Okay, all right, nice.
Wait. You gotta tell your name too. Get the girl.
No, you're gonna flip. You're gonna switch.
we're gonna flip? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sweet.
So that's what we're gonna do. You're gonna flip. So if we can keep your mic on, and then Gio, we're gonna have you interview Chris, and then we're gonna keep rotating, and then you're going to be after you interview. You're going to be the person interviewed.
Okay, so I'm interviewing Gio, right?
Yeah, let's do it that way.
Oh, no, sorry.
I'm trying to figure out what is the most organic way to make it happen. I think you got it.
Okay.
Because I want you to still be in the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And Chris, we'll get you back, man. You might not be last, but you will be in there.
Okay.
Okay, cameras rolling.
Okay. We got a slate, or we good?
No slate.
Okay. Hey everybody, my name is Chris J. Alex. I'm with an amazing actress, filmmaker, and playwright. What is your name?
Giovanna Quinto. Yeah.
Okay. Now I know
Everybody-
Gio. That's okay.
Gio is good. Yeah, Gio is how everybody knows me for.
Okay. Now I know Gio. She's very near and dear to my heart. Tell me a little bit about yourself for those of you who don't know how amazing you are.
No.
Please let us know who you are and what your game is.
Thank you. Well, nice to meet you, everybody. Like I said, I'm Gio, and I'm from Brazil. I've been living in Los Angeles for 8 years. I'm an actor, voiceover actor, performer, a theater nerd, and mostly I would like you guys to know about my new project, which is called Border Body. It's a theater performance. And I think it has everything to do with what the proposal of this day is, which is to help especially immigrants like myself to live, thrive, and win in a country like the United States, full of opportunities, but they not always have opportunities or equal opportunities for our communities. So yeah, I would like to, I guess, show it and mentor and help people to do the same.
So as an artiste and a creative, you have created some amazing opportunity for yourself. Is there any advice for somebody looking to do what you do? Maybe they're aspiring playwright, or maybe they want to put their own play up overseas. Like, how did you go about doing that, and what advice would you have them?
Well, I can share what happened to me. This came as a little bit of a crisis where I almost gave up everything. I was like very unhappy. And then through the help of friends, I called my director, whose name is João Fábio Cabral. He's based in Lisbon, Portugal. And he's a friend of mine. And then cut to 3 weeks later, we had a play written. Collaborative. We both kind of wrote it together, and I had no answers, to be honest, but I made one promise to myself, which is to do it, to just get the ball rolling. And I promised myself that everything that I didn't know, I was gonna know as I went and as I actually get to do it. So I did it in a little bit of a tour in Spain, Barcelona, Madrid, and now I wanted to show it to the world. And I think, you know, just like I did it with like very little, everybody can also do it.
So, I mean, I guess that brings us to a very important mantra that's not only, you know, relevant here on on the Dakar Foundation, but, you know, we see this over at Heartbeat Studios all the time. We're at Heartbeat. So, it is an incredible amount of work that you had to do. You know, writing, producing your own play in a foreign language. So, I guess we always bring it back to what is your why? What keeps you driving, and what keeps you working those crazy hours? You want to explain that to us? What's your why?
I think love, right? I think I can recognize myself as an artist because my soul is of an artist, and many times I second guess this. I doubt myself. I have those feelings of I'm not enough. I want to give up. This is too difficult. But at the same time, there's nothing that I love the most but doing this, but being on stage, but being in front of a camera, or just like creating art and moving the world and moving people's hearts with it. I think that once we get to do what we love, money cannot never buy this. It's like the place that fulfills me the most, and I feel like it's important to tell these stories. Like Border Body talks about the challenges of being an LGBTQ plus immigrant woman living in the United States and getting to be an artist. It's it's kind of like what we challenge, what we face, the challenges that these communities face here, not only here in the United States but also in the whole world. And I believe that it's important to do this because this way I can help other immigrants and also other people overall to get to do the same, and to just tell them that it's possible to live, by your dreams.
That's very topical. So, okay, so to sum it up, if there was one thing that you could do before your time is up, what would it be? And then how could we find you and how can we support you?
So we are trying to bring the show to Los Angeles. We did a little tour in Europe, and we're trying to properly, fund it, get collaborators, and then to just, again, to do phase 2, which is to keep getting the ball rolling and then show the play to as many cities as possible. And you guys can also find us on Instagram. We have a page. It's called Border Body _theater performance. And you can see our posts, little short movies, and it's also like live performances with random people on the streets of Barcelona and Madrid. And which was a cool experience too.
Well, you've been an exceptional guest. I'm Christian Alex. This is
Gio Quinto.
Everybody give it up for Gio Quinto.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay, next, Gio, you're going to be the interviewer.
No.
Who is next up?